Alright, Polaris, I let you have it in that impeller water pump video. I'm going to let you have it again. This finger wag's for you, you earned it. So I'm going through this engine again for the second time. I used all factory parts the first time, and the factory parts are, you have valve stem seals just on 2 of the valves, basically on your intake valves and not on your exhaust. You just have these little, you see how the base for the spring is integral with the valve stem seal. So I got this new kit from a place in Holden, Utah off of eBay with the Nomura Technologies Incorporated pistons with an attitude, I say, and I like it. So this is the one that blew up from severe overheating directly caused by that impeller material failure. This is the new piston that I got, the factory piston, which was a huge hassle to get. And the parts diagrams, it was so hard to tell what was what on their diagrams. They were just awful, the ones online when you go to order the parts. So you see severe scarring from piston slap. The Nomura ones, it seems like they're aware of that, they're mindful of it. It actually goes together on the other side. I mean, I'm not crazy about the end being right in the middle of where the piston slap would occur, but at least there's something there. I like that. The piston construction seems to be a lot better. You've got arrows, you've got markings of measure right here, 79.95 millimeters. You got all kinds of marks and things to indicate for you. These, it's hard to tell what the heck they're talking about. On the piston rings, they're not clearly marked what's first and second. On these ones they are. You see how it says first right there? And then that one says second. Let's tuck that back in. And the oil says everything on this just seems a whole lot better. Cleaner, sharper, better. Nomura. These are Molly. And Molly, I've put those in on chainsaws and stuff. They're decent. But this is just way better, and it was way more cost effective to do it this way. Came with the base gasket, the head gasket, the valve cover gasket, a set of 4 valve stem seals. I'm going to get to this in a minute. But just the whole thing's better. The reason why we're tearing this apart is this thing's smoking like crazy on acceleration. When you accelerate, it's just a smoky, nasty mess. Burn through all kinds of oil. So this one has a valve stem seal. This one has just the kind of base. I reused the base. I bought brand new seals. So the one that has a seal looks great. The one that doesn't have a seal is just coated. When you put it on the wire wheel, you can see that is significant. You can tell a lot of oil's getting by on that. So why they don't come with valve stem seals on all 4 and why they don't recommend it afterward is just completely beyond me. Look inside there. I mean, it's just dumping all kinds of oil through that. And I called customer support. I got somebody on the phone. I asked them, I say, how is it that you don't have a, I mean, I just couldn't even talk. I was just so shocked that they didn't have a valve stem seal on it. I figured they got burned off or just destroyed because the last one overheated so bad when that plastic carbon garbage water pump impeller failed, and then the thermistor on the end of the this guy right here failed, and so the guy thought he wasn't overheating anymore. Oh great, we'll just drive back to camp, and it just like melted down. So anyway, go with the kit. It was about 250 bucks. I wish I'd have done that the first time. I was thinking, you know, go with factory parts. How can you go wrong with that? Well, let me tell you how you can go wrong with that. I didn't go with a factory impeller, I'll tell you that. I'm glad I didn't. One more complaint. While I'm ranting, while I'm finger shaking, this is a pain in the butt to get off. I mean, this is essentially like your hood to your engine. Is the oil dipstick tube that's clear here. You got the seat's easy to pull off. That was well done. And then the cover's a little bit of a hassle, and then you can get to where you can check the oil dipstick tube's right there, and you fill the oil, as per my knowledge, to that same dipstick tube like it's a transmission on a car or something. I don't like that at all. I think that's just kind of disgusting. I think you should have really easy, good access, like an oil sight window or some kind of something where you can really check your oil, add oil if needed. This guy, he's driving, it just started making all this awful noise. He didn't notice any smoke out the back because it's on dusty roads. And the The long story short of it is that it started making a weird noise. And so then you pull over, passenger, get out, take off a seat, take off this cover. The cover that I'm talking about is this, and it feeds around the seat belts and everything and clips in. It's got these clips, and get all that out, pull the dipstick tube, get a rag, wipe it. He's discovered there's no oil on the dipstick tube. For there to be this much wear, anyway, this is way better option. This was supposed to ship in 2 weeks. It came in 2 days. They were fantastic. This was supposed to ship in 2 or 3 days. I paid the extra money to overnight everything, and it wound up dragging on for more than 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. Night and day difference. Go with this. Trust me.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click like and subscribe. Bonus footage at the end.
Hey, thanks, Greg Gardner from Littleton, Colorado. That's awesome. He sent 2 of them, so I've got one for a collection and one for a project if I choose to do some 50 states project. Look at this guy. Gregory, you're awesome, dude. I enjoyed watching your channel because you really fix broken parts. Also, if you're wondering why the plates are kind of bent up, I've used them as a shovel to dig myself out when I got my car stuck. Thanks for the backstory too. Couple of times in the snow. 90 Integra 4-door, 5-speed, 2.0 liter. That, dude, I had that same car. That's a good car. A G6 QWERTY. Gregory, YouTube. Greg, 2 thumbs up to you, man. You're awesome. So, and I do have a return address. I'm glad. So, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate this. This is awesome. Let's fill that out and we'll show what it looks like with the ones that I have versus not. I love that this one was used to dig a car out of the snow, even more so that it was an Acura Integra like I used to have. So here's the map all filled out. As you can see, I've got Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, New Jersey, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Missouri, Colorado now, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, California, Hawaii. I put this in the wrong place. Alaska and Hawaii. So anyway, it looks like this. So Colorado just moved to this side. It went 19 and 31. So those put together 50 nifty United States. You know, I'm starting to get pretty good running at it. But these are still the states that I don't have. So if you have a plate and you wouldn't mind, send it to me. I sure appreciate it. I'll give you a shout out. Thanks to everybody who has so far. I really appreciate it.